Why, hello there. I am Tonton Bidon and we are back to the Sunless Skies. Last time, I remember it being quite hectic. We went to Walbury Yuxtamare, which is a weird place with a tourist site and that weird hidden site. Then we went to the Home Bureau and explored the Avid Horizon. We went to the Stair to the Sea and joined some random cults. We've not done much about it though. And we went back to Walbury because... what was the reason? Right, we had some kind of catch and we needed to go to the lighthouse to put it in a cage, which we did. Where is it? Here. Right, we already put it back in the bank. I don't know what to do with these. Right, we need some stained glass for the Devil's Quest. I don't know where we get it. Well, right, actually we get it in the Clockwork Sun. So we could go there to get it. However, if we go there, we also want to deliver some ministry-approved literature, which we could buy in Walbury Yuxtamare. We're just coming from it, so it might not be the right time to do that. What else do we have to do? We have a bunch of stuff to do. We could go to the Parliament just to talk about the courtier that is in the Home Bureau and could be released. We've already talked about the aristocrat here. We also... well, we do want to go to the Most Serene Mausoleum for likewise the nun that we could get information about. We'd also want to go there for the clay conductor, and we have crockery to deliver there. That's a lot of things to do. Okay, that's gonna be what we do. So we need 3 crockery. And we had a mission for the ministry too. 3 hours and 1 permit. We can do that on the way. I believe we have 1 permit in store. Can I check that? Yes, we do have 1, exactly 1. Actually, we can buy more because we've got favor with the ministry now. Okay, before leaving, let's do everything we can, like replacing our bad engine with a good one. Now that we have the crew back for that. I would like to have more space for crew, but I don't have that much money, so I'm not going to do that right now. Let's put the bad engine back in store. We're gonna keep it there. It was quite useful to have it on hand. What else could we do? Have we... right, we did send the signalman on a mission. As for the princess... right, we have to wait. She's preparing a new salon. Okay. Is there anything else we should do here? We don't have a reason to meet with the philanthropist. Six gratitude for that, 2 for that. We already have an invitation to Perjurance, which we have all the reasons in the world to visit as well. Although we would like to have the princess when we do that. Okay, well, I guess I'll just... that's not the place, that is. Nothing at the bazaar. Actually, there is things at the bazaar. To the Clockwork Sun, 3 bombazine. We do have that. And the literature for the Avid Horizon. Well... let's take this one. Because we already have a reason to go to the Clockwork Sun. And so when we go there, we have not only literature with us, but also bombazine. That's fine. Okay, let's fill up our hold with that. And we first go to the ministries. It feels so much better having the good engine. There we go. It's not in the bazaar. Alright, it's the office of works. So we deliver that. We get sovereigns, seasoned hours, and some strength of the sun. Whatever that means. The foreman squints critically at the complex permits. Well, yes, that all seems in order. Glad to see the back of this one. We've been keeping the rest of the hours in the storeroom next to the canteen, and it makes us all a bit weepy when we has our sandwiches. Sad stuff, time. Right. Other opportunities, maybe? 2 rolls of bombazine and 2 uncanny specimens. That's the one we already did. 2 bombazine plus 2 specimens. And I should write down that for the Clockwork Sun, we also want... Was it 3 bombazine? Do we know of a place that sells it? Literature. Dried tea. Crockery and crockery. Stained glass. No. Okay. Hopefully we'll find that wherever we go next. We have stuff to do here. We could get a permit. That's... You are sufficiently in favor with the ministry. Doesn't tell me how much it costs. This will cost 3. We don't know about that. Well, let's get it. You've lost 2. Okay, it costs 2. Permits seem terribly useful over here. We need them for a lot of things. So I think I, in fact, will take a second one. Yeah. And then we go explore. So, the most serene mausoleum is east-northeast. And we should also try to find the deep, which is likewise east-northeast. We also know that we have to send the scout away to discover the deep. It's hidden, apparently. A bleak and stony stretch of sky. Let's send the scout away. Just here. Is that a saying thing again? Yes. Well, scout away and we go. Cross-examination reveals fewer of actual interest. Okay. So nothing for us. That's a new atmosphere. I'm not sure I like it. East-northeast. So generally... dust. Space dust everywhere. The cliffs of the Arms World rise about you. Crew complain, it's like being buried. Scout away. A station. McFarlane's Glen. Okay, we are out of that. We had dust. That's a much more pleasant place, actually. Nullius in verba, wonders the crewman. Don't take our word for it, squeaks the rat. That's probably the most beautiful place we've seen in Albion for now. Airy house. Reminds me of Port Haven. Because of all the trees around, but... Airy house. The Airy. Pretty mansions of stone and glass rise above the verdant gardens, while below machines whir and groan. A persistent sound of hammering pounds through the air. Mr. Menagerie is here. Oh, that's the Royal Society. Okay, that's one place we knew existed but have nothing to do in. Well, let's go and see that familiar face. Visit him. Scouts. Alright, it's the same. It's the same options, but we could buy the Diffident Bat. Although we have one in store. Anyway. Mirrors 45, mirrors 65. We can't use any of that. Listen to his story of things past or just do nothing. Guess we'll listen to his story. We could get this rat regardless. There's likely no point to it and we would lose our only moment of inspiration. Mr. Menagerie is keen to tell you a tale from its collection but requires payment first. Charity is a crime, the punishment severe. That's one symbolic sovereign. Mr. Menagerie gestures to the arms world. Arms world? Out beyond the cozy confines of the Royal Society. Old ground, hunting ground, when wings spread free and soared, and we were indigo in tooth and claw. Are those teeth you can see below the hood? When the skies were young, when we were young, our bargains were savage, our hunts were sacred. We lifted all wings, our appetites naked. All gone now. Things change. Time takes all. Okay. What was the name of our bat? Chiropterus Hoarder, right. Or Chiropterus Hoarder talked to us about Mr. Menagerie. And told us he sold delicious things. Well, okay. Where's he going next? He's going to the throne of our king. Okay. The throne of ours we saw, right? Here. But now it's the throne of our king. So I don't know. I don't expect there to be a station right here. Guess we could check. Anyway. Wow, there's a bunch of different places. Let's check the bazaar. Tea for sale. That's pretty good actually. We don't have tea in store. Requisitions, we can buy munitions. Nice, we did not have a place for that. Okay. Fuel and supplies, great. Okay. The Celestial Exhibition. To the delight of mostly himself, the mellifluous president is planning an exhibition in the Royal Society. Or just a Royal Society. Let's check the exhibition, I guess. Its theme will be the science of the skies. He's happy to pay visiting captains for items of interest they might come across. Oh, so we can trade our uncanny specimens here. As well as otherworldly artifacts, condemned experiments, and searing enigma. Really. That is so hard to get, I don't want to trade it at all. Anyway, we have an option to do that. The Royal Society. The words Nullius in verba are written across the stonework above the great bronzewood doors. Her renewed majesty has granted these grounds to the finest minds in Albion to work here. Their purview is to invent, to hypothesize, to discover, and, most crucially, to watch the stars. Introduce yourself. The Royal Society welcomes careful captains. Would we qualify ourselves as careful? I'm not certain. Well, I guess we are, as far as it concerns our very own safety. We don't care that much about our crew's safety. The mellifluous president greets you. He directs your attention to the new marble on the floors, to the cheerful portraits of distinguished Royal Society members lining the hallway, and finally to the very large portrait of himself in his plush library. We do like captains here at the Royal Society. We need our space and, frankly, our comforts to think. I don't see the link between these two sentences. Ah, right. It comes after that. But it is you, brave souls, who do the real legwork. Right. Extremely educational. If not, our gardens are extremely fine, as is our conversation and the pot. Sure. We did say as much coming here. Words nullius in verba, we've read that already. We could wander the gardens. For some reason, it's a hard iron challenge. Visit the president or write a port report. Well, let's start with that. The Royal Society hums with activity. The preparations for a new wing of Airy House are in motion. The mellifluous president is convening another committee to continue the renovations of the gardens. The astronomers are excited about a star of burnished amber seen far to the east. The Rochester Club regrettably continues at high speeds. Continues what? Huh? We'll have to visit that. That sounds like an interesting place. Let's visit the president. He intimated there might be work for industrious skyfarers. Hello, Captain. Do come in, come in. The mellifluous president steeples his fingers. On his desk, metal suns suspended from silver frames clack in the breeze. Now, are you here about work, or do you consider the term vulgar as well? Goddamn nobility. I send reports back to London periodically, but we can't be everywhere. So much to do, so little time. Places of particular solo activity will do nicely. Deliver a port report. From some specific places, such as the circus The Clockwork Sun, which is pretty close by, and the House of Rotten Chains. Okay. Acquire an invitation to Perdurance. For 4 sky stories, that's fairly inexpensive. A small stack of invitations to the Half-Light Mask are impaled on a paper spike on his desk. He won't say why he has them, but he will part with one if you can tell him something about the sky he doesn't know. Sure, let's do that. Good lord, really? Well, well. He hands over one of the invitations. The card is elegantly embossed, inscribed with a gold liquid script. The puncture mark from his paper spike seems like an appalling blemish. Can we do that as many times as we want? Okay, that sounds quite valuable. So we could deliver port reports from some places. Let's write that down actually. Royal Society, port reports, circus, Clockwork Sun, House of Rod and Chains. Okay, well, let's wander the gardens, I guess. We'll see what happens. The Royal Society have left their gardens to run wild, though an attempt was made at some point to tame them. That's a failure. The gardens were an early attempt by the Society to stamp their mark upon the sky. More interesting avenues for scientific explorations quickly presented themselves, however, and the gardens were left to run wild, half-tamed. The overgrown gardens are beautiful but hazardous to the casual walker. You navigate the what? With admirable alacrity. I don't know what a haha is. What? Let me see. Ha ha. which would be the sound of a laugh, okay, same as in French, or a wall in a ditch. Ah, saut de loup. Alright, well, that's a rare term, but alright. The bronzewood maze is surmountable with the aid of string. You are bedeviled by the little gnomes that poke out of the reeds in the marsh. It is hours before someone comes to rescue you. Goddamn gnomes. Attend the port reception. We would need to have their gratitude. Okay, well, I guess we get that by delivering port reports.